And good evening. I thought we would give an update of what we have and what we know, and then the what ifs of what is coming. Before we get into all that, we need to address what is going on right now. Western Mississippi. Let's pull up here what's happening. We have a tornado warning that has just been issued just a few moments ago, and this is going to be out to our west, as you'll see this on radar. This red blinking, the Jackson, Mississippi area has just now gone under a tornado warning. As we look at this, let's pull this up and read this. This will be for Rankin and also Hinds County until 9:30 tonight. A few moments ago, radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It was located over Leonard, or 8 miles west of Raymond, moving to the east at about roughly 35 miles an hour. This should be at Jackson and Raymond by 8:30, so you got about 2 minutes before it reaches there. Clinton around 8:35, and then on into the Richland area by 8:50 as we pull this up to look at this on radar. Let's just kind of look at all of this of what's going on over here. Thunderstorm watches, aerial flood watches in Meridian. This is where the storm is now, and as we look at the heart of this thing's going to be moving to the northeast before it's all said and done, running at about a 2-3 this storm is. We have a second leg of this that's going to make its way to Raymond. Right through here, it should reach there within 28 minutes. You'll see this storm. This is what's prompted this tornado warning as it comes across. Very serious storm to look. And I bring all of this up as we back out and look at this. Look at the Mississippi River. We've got this from just above Natchez all the way up right above the Vicksburg here, following Yazoo up to Highway 61 in these areas. Let me back out and show you why this is important to pay attention to what's going on the west side of the state and what's coming tomorrow. Let's look at this of what the National Weather Service put out this morning. All right, you see this, don't you? This is a level 3 where tornadic activity could happen. This is a level 2. And what is this? Jackson, Mississippi under level 1, and we have a tornado warning that is in effect right now. So that shows us that these colors, although this area right here is the absolute worst, we're getting tornado activity in a level 1 area, and that can happen tomorrow. And I want everybody to pay attention to this. Several things we're going to talk about what's coming tomorrow, and then we'll go into the closings that we have. If you have not let us know about your closing, please let us know about this. You can send that in either by email at scottyray1969 at AOL.com, or simply drop it in the inbox on Facebook. You can send it in on Instagram, any of those that you want to do, and we'll get that on for you. Let's turn this severe off so you can see the radar as we talk about everything that's going on. This Jackson, Mississippi area getting ready to be pounded on this. Severe thunderstorm watch also in effect there also. Now, what this storm is going to do, it's going to move northeasterly here. It will come across Scott County and then make its way into Philadelphia. It will miss the Meridian area tonight. It's going to go north of Meridian and just kind of go along here. Now, the intensity is not expected to be as bad when it reaches Philadelphia somewhere around 10 o'clock tonight. But again, you've got a lot of storms that are going to be moving through there. This is the worst of what's going to happen tonight here. A tornado warning again issued, and that is until 9:30. 1 hour remaining on that. Can it hold together? It probably could. Now, while we're looking at all of this, let's talk about tomorrow, and then I'm going to show you projections. A lot of this storm depends upon what happens tonight. Temperatures. We will know so much more tomorrow morning when all of this comes about as to how bad it's really going to be. One thing is for sure, it will either be a level 3 or it will be a level 4 tomorrow. And those are numbers. The highest, if you're looking at these scales, is a 5. Right now, it's sitting at a 4 for the Meridian area. This could downgrade and become a 3. But as I'm showing you right now, don't let that fool you into thinking it's not going to be bad. We're going to have flooding like you hadn't seen in quite some time, and the possibility of tornadic activity. And the Mississippi Gulf Coast really looks like it's going to get some bad weather. So if you're down in that area, pay attention tomorrow. Anywhere from Meridian due south to the Mississippi Gulf Coast could be horrible tomorrow. Now, let me pull this back up and look at why and what I'm saying all of this. If you go to the National Weather Service right now, and we turn this on, this is today, this is at level 1 where we've got the tornado warning issued right now. Let's turn on tomorrow's severe weather, Outlook 2. Now, this shows the Meridian area all the way over to Demopolis, Alabama at a level 4. And you'll see here it goes down to nearly Biloxi, starts at Alexandria, Louisiana, and goes over to Demopolis, Alabama, right along in here to Uniontown, Alabama, Camden. These areas here. Now, again, the National Weather Service at this moment for the Mississippi side is still saying that this is going to be a level 4. Now, let's pull up these two other maps that we've gotten from the National Weather Service, and let me show you what Alabama is sort of thinking. Here's Mississippi, and then we'll move to the Alabama, what was put out after Mississippi. All right, here's Mississippi. We're calling it still noon to 5. We're going to go by what the National Weather Service is showing us there. And they're showing that the worst of the area could happen in the Meridian area is noon to 5. And this starts right around there in Scott County and moves to the state line. This does include all of Newton County, Clark County, on down into these areas here in Jasper. And as you'll see, this is still showing that is a level 4. And above there, Kemper County, Philadelphia, these areas here, as we get over into Leake County, projected at a level 3. Now, let's look at Alabama of what they're saying right now is going to happen tomorrow. This is the flash flooding. Let's look at Alabama. As you'll see, Demopolis, this was released at 1:10. They've got this listed, Demopolis, changing in the morning to a level 3. So it could be a little tweaking and push this level 4 further south. But again, I urge you to understand that the timeline on this is 2 to 7 to where the Mississippi side is 12 to 5. So there's about an hour's play there that goes into this. It's a lot of unknown at this point as we watch this tonight. Now, again, let me remind you, it's a thin air line between a 3 and a 4. Both can produce tornadoes and can be very bad. So I don't want us to get caught up in, okay, it's not a 4. If they drop this, I have nothing to worry about. We still have things to worry about. Weather is one of the biggest things we have to watch. It can change at a moment's without notice. It just, boom, it changes. And we're dealing with this tomorrow because of the wind and the heat and the coolness, all of this mixing together, and it could change quickly. It's going to be bad. We know that for sure. Let me pull this back up and let's talk about this. And we addressed this morning when we were talking about if you lived over in areas that have flooded in the past in the area. And we brought up the Meadows. That's on Van Zyveren Road. We know that every time that there's heavy rains, it's going to flood those homes in there. So be ready. We got a lot of rain. Look at this. Here's what we're showing for tomorrow. And this is the elevated area here, 2 to 5 inches. This includes Clark County, Jasper County, Lauderdale, Kemper. Look at this. And then when you get into the Mississippi Delta, due north of Jackson, they're even talking 5 to 7 inches of rain. Now, our area, it could be anywhere from 2 to 5. As you'll remember, last time we saw down at the Crossroads flooding. I've never seen rain that high there. Could that happen again? It sure could. We want you to keep all of this in mind as you're planning your day tomorrow. Tornadoes are very dangerous, and we have gotten off easily each time in the past these storms have moved through our area. We've had a blessing. Let's hope that happens again. Mississippi has been very fortunate. We've lost no lives this year. We're into April. Didn't anything big happen in March? And we're already at April the 9th. So things have looked good. This will carry on till June 1st is when tornado season, this first round will end. It's usually your biggest months are March, April, and May. And usually April is one of the biggest months that we have the most activity in. But we still carry it till June. It's just not as much activity after you go get into May. We get some, but not as much. April is always the big month. Prayer works. Don't ever forget that. Don't lack that because it does. Let's go back to radar. Let's just make sure what our friends was doing to them over here to our west. Let me turn this off here and let's go back and look at this weather radar where we are of what's going on in Jackson. Still a tornado warning issued here for Jackson, Mississippi. If you're on that side of the state, we want you to seek shelter now. Look at this, these black areas they're approaching and the hail that is right on Raymond. That is a lot of hail coming down. It's going to tear up some cars there. Very bad. All at this area. Look at this, Highway 49. Look at all of that. Right there is what we'll see as hail. And if you're watching from that area, I'm sure that you know exactly what I'm talking about, the lightning that is coming down. And who was that just said, don't jinx us? Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to, Krista, not trying to jinx anybody on that. We've just been very fortunate so far on this. Now, this is what we're going to watch this a minute. Now, again, as I mentioned a moment ago, if you have not let us know about your closing, we would love to hear from you. Let's go here. If you've never been, let me show you how to do this to pull up. For whatever reason, every now and then, remember, what was it, a couple of months ago, Facebook shut down for a little while. You couldn't get in, couldn't use it. If that ever happens, always go here and you'll be able to get whatever we're pushing out. Let me pull this up and show you. This is our webpage, the Scotty Ray Report, and it's listed under ScottyRayReport.com. Pretty easy to remember, a .com at the end of it, and you can go there. Here are the latest stories that we've got out. Here are the closings, and let's pull this up and go over what is going on with closings tonight of what we do know. Now, we just got an email just a little bit ago. I'm sure most of you have read this. Lauderdale County schools are closed on Wednesday. Meridian Public Schools just closed a few moments ago. We got word on that. Quitman School District had a change after they studied the weather, and they went back and changed it. Now, Enterprise, as we'll get to that in just a second, Kemper Academy, the elementary is going to be letting out at 11:30. The middle school and high school will dismiss around 11:45 a.m. Russell Christian Academy and Potter's Wheel is closed tomorrow. Poplar Springs United Methodist Day School will be closed tomorrow. Barbara Henson's daycare closed. Meridian Community College has closed. East Mississippi Community College, all locations are closed on Wednesday. Patrician Academy has closed for tomorrow. The Quitman School District, and this has been updated, I need to take this off, that one is closing. We'll fix that in a moment. I didn't catch that. East Central Community College is closing also. Meridian Medical Associates are closed tomorrow. New Destiny Daycare and Learning Academy Center and Camp Destiny will be closed tomorrow. Then we get in here to some of our other places that are south of here that watch and listen. Jones County School District is closed. Jones College is closed. Forest County School District closed. They're going to call that a virtual day. Laurel School District, Laurel Christian School, Choctaw County schools in the edge of Alabama closed there. Wayne Academy, Wayne County School District, West Jasper, and Silva Bay Academy will be closed. Now, that's what we've got now. If for whatever reason your business is going to be closed and we didn't list it, please send that to us and we'll add your business to our list to get that information out to everybody so they'll be on top of that. So I'm glad that y'all are out there. Bob, how are you there? Safety is first. Yes, Sarah, this is Mississippi we're looking at. Sarah Farlow there. Let's see here. I was seeing if we had any. Bailey. Where is Bailey Valco? She's supposed to be out reporting of that. Ryan Brown. NAFCO is open tomorrow. He's trying to open up a list there of what's going to be open. But if you are closed, let us know so we can pass that along to everyone else. Let's pull radar back up as we look at this. This tornado warning is still issued for Jackson, Mississippi, as we look at this. Coming across, the storm has not reached downtown Jackson yet. It is on the outskirts there. Bolton, Mississippi. Look at that. Approaching Raymond right now, but the hail is there. Heavy, heavy rains just to the east of Edwards. We just got a new tornado warning. Did I just see that right? I thought I did. Okay, maybe not. Let me refresh this and make sure radar's not playing a trick on me as we do this. No, it's just one. I misread that. I thought I saw another red mark go up. All right, let's get back to business on this and pull in on this and look at this. Right here, Clinton area, Bolton, those areas that are due west of here in between Vicksburg and Jackson, Mississippi. And if you're just tuning into this, here's a storm here that's moving to the northeast. It will be at Utica by 8:44 this afternoon. What this is going to do, the big picture, if you're watching from Newton County in these areas going, whoa, it looks like it's going to get me. This is going to move northeasterly. Scott County, Carthage, these areas in Philadelphia will get this storm. By that time, somewhere around 10 o'clock, we do expect it to be starting to die down and just be heavy rain at that point. It's Mother Nature again. You can never predict what she will do. We can just give you some good guesstimates on it, but we do expect this to die down some. If it does not, we will come back and go live and tell you all about it and follow these storms if they grow into something more than they are now. But it does look like, as future scans, that this will die down a little bit and turn into heavy rain as it moves through these areas. Now, again, Caution is if you're watching us from Jackson, Mississippi, over in this area, anywhere around the Clinton area, Raymond area, you need to seek shelter now. Do not play with this. These things can be very, very bad and come like a thief in the night. As we look at tomorrow, as we said, we do expect heavy rain throughout the Meridian area. This does, when I say Meridian area, I'm including Newton, I'm including Jasper, Smith County. All these areas here on the eastern side of Mississippi is included when I word it that way, because it's coming this direction. It will most likely is the wording I'm going to use on this, south of I-20. It's going to be just above I-20, somewhere I would say Collinsville and below at this point, and south. Points of Collinsville and south will be worse than others. Now, again, they can tweak all of this and change it in the morning, and we do expect some changes to come about in the morning as we get updates on this from the National Weather Services. They'll start updating somewhere around 4 a.m., making the changes to let us know what to pass on to everybody as daylight breaks and as we get ready for this. At this moment, anytime after lunch for East Mississippi to West Alabama should be on their weather P's and Q's tomorrow. I've talked about it before when I tell you to wear hard sole shoes. And I've had people say, why do you say that? If a tornado was to hit your home, I don't know if you've ever been around one. Being in Mississippi, it's hard not to. And I have been, as bad as it is to say, at homes to where people lost their life from a tornado. Things are, is the word, I'm trying to think, it starts with an S. I'll just say it a different way so I won't say it wrong. They're thrown everywhere. There's nails everywhere. When you get ready for this storm, dress appropriately for it tomorrow. Wear hard sole shoes, the toughest ones you've got. So if you had to stumble out of something and you stepped on a board, a nail wouldn't go on your foot. That's why we always urge to do that. Make sure to dress somebody in your house like that. The toughest shoes that you've got when these things approach. I can't preach enough about those football helmets or bicycle helmets. Maybe you got a motorcycle helmet. Make sure to have that handy, especially if you're not in a storm shelter. If you're riding this out in your home, do that. Remember, stay away from those windows. Most likely, we're going to see some pretty big power outages tomorrow. With this is coming wind. Now, they originally had put this at saying that we were going to have 80-mile-an-hour gust. They've dropped that now to somewhere between 60 and 70, so it has went down just a little bit. Either way, that's pretty significant wind that we will have. It's going to bring down trees. It always does. Heavy rains, wind, power goes out. We'll be watching that tomorrow there. Now, they've moved this tornado warning. Let's pull this back up a little bit further east now. Here's Raymond. They've moved it just a little bit over east of Raymond. Look at that. Richland, Pearl, Mississippi, you're still involved in this. And that line is just south of Clinton. You'll see that right there. But Flowood, you are included in this as well, in the area of Jackson, Mississippi. Downtown Jackson is included in that. If you're in Jackson tonight, be careful. I know we do have people that watch all the time from Jackson, Flowood, Clinton areas, and we want y'all to be as safe as always. Weather radios. It is best to have two ways of knowing that a storm. Follow our page. We go live when things worsen to where it becomes a life-threatening event. We're going live. Also have that NOAA weather radio. As I've said before in many speeches that we've talked about, they're annoying. And they're made that way because they're very loud and they will not hush until you reach over and touch the button. It makes you realize it can wake you up from the hardest sleep you've ever had. It'll make you wake up if you're in the middle of a nap, or if it's in the middle of the night, it will wake you up to notify you need to start looking. Again, a lot of hail involved with this storm. Going to move northeasterly through here, through Scott County and up through Philadelphia before this is all said and done, before the night is out. You're right, as in the rain will start backing off there, and then things will change tomorrow after lunch. These storms are predicting to be very bad, which has prompted all of this. Now, again, as we keep our fingers crossed together, we hope that everybody that has studied this weather is wrong. Wouldn't that be great? We can just talk about the old weather guy there. He didn't know what he was talking about. I hope that happens. But it does look like we are going to get something. And we'll know more in the morning as we watch all this. Again, we do want you to send in cancellations, closings, anything that you have of that nature. Let's see, nothing new there. I've got Meridian Medical. Somebody sent that in as we watch all this. Now, we're going to be also watching everything that happens overnight in our area. As we watch this closely, we'll have headlines for you first thing in the morning. We'll go live at 6:30. If you're not familiar with what we do, we go live at 6:30. Weather updates, and then we'll go till about 5 or 10 minutes till 7, and then come back live with the local morning show as well as to overnight events to keep you posted on that. Better safe than sorry, as Joy says. It absolutely is. It always is. East Quitman watching there. Hey, Marshall, how you doing tonight? Marie Hemingway, Janice, good to see you. I was just looking here. Brooks was saying that's on the ground over there in Jackson, Mississippi. Let me check something. As I look at this, let me see what Jackson has put out on this. Scrolling down to see if there's any new information listed about the forecast discussion. Local storm report, hail in Yazoo. That's what I'm seeing here. The tornado warning continues for Hinds and Rankin County. Several trees down in the Redwood and Oak community areas. We expected that as that storm comes across there. And let me go here and double check, make sure we hadn't missed anything there. There's nothing on that. So we're pretty much caught up with what emergency management in Hinds County is reporting 1-inch size hail. All right, what did we just get then? We just got something. Severe thunderstorm watch. It's coming in so fast it won't let me go to radar though. Okay. There's like 50 of these things coming in. Let me show radar here as I try to figure out what we've got here. Thunderstorm watch has been issued for Neshoba County. All right, let's refresh this and just see what the National Weather Service has given us here. I think this is what we're going to find out it is. As we do that, we turn this back on. As you'll notice, this entire area here now is pink, which is until midnight. There we go there. Severe thunderstorm watch for Copiah, Leake, Smith, Scott in Central, which is Clark, Lauderdale, Jasper, Neshoba County, and Kemper and Newton counties. And again, this is going to be that storm that's moving northeasterly. It may hold together quicker or tighter than we were expecting there in the beginning. So this is until midnight that we're going to be watching this. It's 9 o'clock now, so they're giving this a 3-hour window for all of this to go across. Boy, the rain that is happening here. Downtown Jackson and the hail. Clinton, if you're just tuning into this as we look at this, if you're in this area east of Raymond, down Highway 49 to Richland, Mississippi, Pearl, Mississippi, Flowood, these areas here. And this will go up here to that 220 here. If you're on 49, right there, here's the 220 split, where you can get on 49 in Jackson. I-55, y'all see that? It's going to be up here. This is going to be near, let's put this where I can read this a little better. This is going to be near Meadowbrook Road, East Northside Drive, Old Canton Road, those areas right there. Here's Old Canton Road. It's going to cut across there where the tornado warning is. And this will go east over here to 25. Here's Flowood here. Here's 25. Here's Brandon. It cuts just shy of reaching Brandon. This is 25. And let's look at our intersections here. Hugh Ward Boulevard, Old Fannin Road. Right there is where that tornado warning goes. Here's the Spillway Road, and it will go back south right across Lakeland Drive. Been down that many, many times, and I'm sure you have too. Comes across Lakeland there. Here's Brandon sitting right there. And we'll go south all the way down here to 469. Here's the intersection of 468. And it'll go down just north of Monterey Road right there. Here's Richland right here. Here's 49. If you were going to go on toward the Braxton, Mendenhall areas there, down to McGee. And you could make your way on to Hattiesburg if you wanted to do that as well on that. Lots of lightning with this, and we do show that we're picking up another storm due north of there. Here's Belzonia up here. Look at this storm that's going to cut them across here. Canton, Mississippi. You're going to be getting a storm in 21 minutes. It should reach you by 9/11 tonight. It's going to be a pretty big one. There's no warnings have been issued with that, but that is just as bad here. Highway 49 is inundated with storms tonight. If you're going to be on it, I highly suggest waiting on a little bit. Wait 30 minutes. This has not been moving the quickest either. This has been a pretty slow storm as it comes across here. As you'll see, Raymond's still getting flooded, but the city of Raymond is now past east of there. But the rain is still on top of the Raymond area and Clinton. Look at that rain that's right there at y'all. Now, as we just got an update there on radar, look how we just got this moved over. Here's our new watch box that we just got on this tornado warning. And if y'all don't mind, I feel like we ought to watch this since we're following this over here with Sirius as a tornado warning. Let's look at where we're at. This is Highway 80 in Jackson, Mississippi. Here's 18. Here's 20 that comes across J.R. Lynch Road. This is going to be Maddox Road. Takes in. Here's Robinson Street. This is Ellis Avenue right there. Here's West Capitol, Clinton Boulevard, and those areas. If y'all are familiar with the Jackson area, you'll know some of these roads I'm talking about. Woodrow Wilson Avenue is going to cut right across there back over to Lakeland. We mentioned Lakeland Drive just a minute ago. You know that road. Taking in Highway 25 there at Lakeland, coming on across. Let's follow this east to where it goes to. Here's 25. Let's look where this ends. This is Luckney Road is where this is going to end. Floatwood Nature Trail, Hartford Academy, St. Mary's Church. Right there, St. Mary's Church is the line. Here's Chrisway Church, the Marathon. This is Old Finland Old Fanning Road is where that is. And this is 25. Here sits the Kroger and Best Buy in those areas. It's going to come across and go south into Jackson. And as we follow this down where y'all can all see this, West Government Street, Highway 80, right there. And it's coming on down, and we'll cut across there at that 469, taking in Richland and going back west over here. That's what we're watching. Again, this tornado warning. Let's see if the time is still 9:30 on this, Jackson, Mississippi. As we've been doing this, the Meridian, Mississippi area, Clark County, Jasper County have all been added into this thunderstorm watch through midnight. Let's hope this goes away as we pretty much think it will. It's going to go north. It's going to drift up here and start this tail end here, as you can see right here on the bottom edge of this. We are seeing that the rotation of this is starting to go down. That is good. Right there. This is all going down. As you'll see here, the bottom edge of this is already losing some intensity. Right there, still got a little bit going on there, but the rotation is starting to go away. That is what we like. We do hope that it continues to fade away on that. Let me see here. We also have just found out that Wesley House is going to be closed tomorrow. That has been added to our list. And Meridian Head Start and Early Start have also closed for tomorrow. Again, if you've got a new one, we would love for you to get that into us. All right, I was answering a text on making sure that I'm up to par on everything. All right, we did, and I didn't say anything about this a minute ago, as with anything that goes on, we cover the stories that you need to know. I did have a confirmation a minute ago. I had it written down over here to my right, and I just got a confirmation that we did have a house struck in the 1400 block of 46th Avenue in Meridian, Mississippi, that was hit by gunfire. And again, that's the 1400 block of 46th Avenue. I got that right before we went live. That had happened, and I do have confirmation that it did happen. And be careful, be vigilant, and everything you do, watch your surroundings. So a home being struck with gunfire tonight. No injuries that we're aware of, but we need to know those things. Let's go back to radar. Let me pull that back up for you to see this as we do this. And again, a big thank you to Honda Meridian being part of our radar system. As we've talked about this before. We're going to have power outages tomorrow. Have you thought about all of that? It's bad to be without power, and Generac, boy, one of the best that you can get there. They do a lot. I hope you'll take a look at getting one of those, because I don't like being without power, and I'm sure you don't either. It's awful. Sit in the dark, waiting for the power to come back on, but you can fix that. Let me show you a picture here of what this looks like. Very affordable. Let me come on down here. I got a picture here at the bottom here I wanted to show you, and I don't know what I've done with it. I got too fast. Hang on here. I'll get this. I want to show this so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we get into storms and what this will do for your home. Let me see from the beginning. And I almost got it. I know you think I'm about lost my mind here, what I'm trying to get to. Got a bunch of power lines I'm looking at. Yeah, I've done that twice, didn't I? Let's see here. From current. Okay, I think I got it now. Yeah, this is what I'm sorry about that taking so long. Here, this is what I'm talking about. Generacs. This could be a game changer. These automatically turn on by themselves when you lose power. There's no dragging something out of a shed and you pulling a rope trying to get it cranked. These things start by themselves. Booker Electric's got them here in Meridian. Generac, one of the best you can get there on B Street. Call them. They'll give you an estimate. It's well worth it there for whatever you're doing. If you're out and about there, that'll help you out. Definitely. Let's go back and pull up radar here. Look at this. Jackson, Mississippi, still under this tonight. These storms, as you'll see here, are moving to the northeast. You see those lines? This tells us this is going to be at Canton in 16 minutes. This storm here will be on top of Ridgeland within 11 minutes, and the second storm reaching Madison within 14 minutes. This is a tornado warning for another 32 minutes that we're watching here as it comes across. Bad stuff. We've got heavy rain. Look at this up here through the Delta. Clarksdale, Grenada, Cleveland, these areas here, all getting rain. It gets heavier when you get here to Kosciuszko, just to the west of there, Durant to Belzonia, Mississippi, Yazoo, Mississippi. Wow. We got a bunch of rain there. Ridgeland, Jackson. All right, the good news is, did y'all see that? That tornado warning has expired. As we were getting word that the National Weather Service would be watching that closely, and they did. It started to dissipate there and not show much of a hook, and they have canceled it. That's great. We've got a lot of rain that we're watching there, and again, we want to remind you these areas here that are pink under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Now, again, as we're looking at all of this, this is just a level 1, and we've had 2 tornado warnings in the level 1 within a 30-minute period. Well, actually, it was an hour. I messed up on my timing there. But again, just proving that the level 1, 2, and 3, and 4 can sometimes be deceiving, and that we get storms in areas where it's not as likely to happen. We've had that happen tonight. Thank goodness, to my knowledge, no one's been hurt. I've gotten nothing from that. Let me double check with the National Weather Service of what I've got over here. Reports trees down, Hinds County Emergency Management putting out. Local storm management putting out Edwards, Hinds County. Highland Daycare is going to be closed. I just got a message on that. They just sent that in. We appreciate that information. Quarter-size hail was reported in Yazoo. That's pretty big quarter-size hail. All right, nothing new there. Tornado warnings. Let's go here and make sure. All right, that's the latest information that we've gotten there. And let me go back to radar and see if I can pull up local storm reports and see if we've gotten anything. We've got a couple here. Let's go back to radar and look at this, and then I'll let you go to bed, and we'll come back should anything become of this more. Here's what we have right here. All right, let's look at this. This is right there, Hinds County. Location there, 1-inch size hail is what they're reporting right there. There's Madison that's due west of there and due north of Clinton. Not a lot of storm reports that have been that they've added yet. We've gotten several trees down. Here's something here. Let's look and see what that was. Trees down, that's going to be in Edwards County. Vicksburg, let's see what happened over in Vicksburg. We had widespread down trees and numerous power lines down. That's coming for us tomorrow. Don't think we're going to be immune from that. Same thing here, trees down in Hinds County around Edwards. So we have no major damage, thank goodness, on this. Just heavy rain now still being reported here. Demopolis, Alabama, all these areas here. What is this green? That's the aerial flood watch until 7 a.m. that's being watched. Laurel has it. The Meridian area has it. Kemper County, Philadelphia has it. But if you're anywhere here, Kosciuszko, if you're watching Winston County, you're going to get wet here in just a little bit. Again, these storms are moving northeasterly through those areas. We will be behind the scenes updating everything as it happens. Laura says she's got a baseball helmet. Let me see if we've got anything new. Let's see. Michelle's watching. Let's see. Olivia, anything concerning Pachuta, Meridian, Laurel area? Again, most of these storms are going to move northeasterly there. Scott County is going to get some heavy rain in a little bit, and it will go through Philadelphia on up toward Mississippi State in those areas of what's on radar right now. Not to say that more can't develop and come about. Our big threat will be tomorrow. And again, our timeline that we're dealing with now is 12 to 5. Let me make sure that the National Weather Service hasn't updated something for tomorrow, and I'm not aware of it yet. It's still the same. They have not changed anything on this as we pull this up to show you. Again, this is what the National Weather Service is still holding on to. Again, there's a chance that this could be tweaked a little bit, and this area either go smaller or south. As of now, we have a level 4. Should it change, we'll come back and let you know immediately when that does happen. Expect a lot of these updates to happen overnight. 4:30, they're going to be trying to tweak it and make sure that they've got it right as for when you're up and going to work and you'll know what's going on. That's an outlook of what we know at this point. Check back. We will be adding to our closed list consistently, adding to it as we get them. If you've got one, let us know. As always, thanks for watching us and being part of us. And if nothing else happens, we'll see you live at 6:30 a.m. and then again at 7 a.m. right here, the Scotty Ray Report. You can find us on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're also live on Twitter at any given time that we go live. We're on all 3 platforms live at the same time. If we ever have a situation to where Facebook has that blink and it goes out again, you can always find us at our webpage, ScottyRayReport.com. We'll be there. We can also broadcast live on there as well should something go down with any of the other platforms. It's another way, a safety net, and pretty soon we'll have our app ready to launch. It's close. I've skipped or accidentally didn't attend like 4 meetings that I was supposed to be at. It's my fault that it's not completed. You get kind of busy doing this and that, and it's my fault it's not completed on that. So we'll have it coming before long. Thank y'all for being a part of what we do. We couldn't do it without you each and every day, you letting us into your homes and everything that's about you. What's important? You, your safety. And that's why we're here. We'll be back should there become another threat. Thank you for joining us tonight.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.